My people, I want to know your views with Andrew Tate, man, because for me, that's one thing where I understand that he is a marketing genius. Like, if you even check out his model and kind of look what's happening now, and what's happened after. Obviously, he came through. He's a marketing genius, but I want to understand because I see something on the Shade Bar today, and basically, someone, if you go look, it's a something about obviously some psychopath, obviously done some craziness, like raped and murdered his ex and mum and etc. But they tried to push a narrative like, oh, the last thing that he searched was he watched the Andrew Tate podcast. And just correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Like, regardless of like when it comes to religion and politics and whatnot, I'm not talking about none of that. You get me? Because obviously, yeah, people can say he's done some questionable things or he's whatever. But just on the sense of like in his podcast, guys, yeah, is there anything? I'm thinking I'm wrong. Is there anything him pushing people to flip in, rape and murder people, like women? I don't get that. And that's that. When I'm reading that, I actually just saw that's a crazy narrative. Like the media, I think he was the most. I once upon a time, he was the most searched man in the world. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Trump is that guy now, isn't it? But he was the most searched man, and his method was clipping. He had the clipping method. He discovered clipping. Like, what is clipping, bouncer? Well, clipping is when you can get posted 5,000 times, like 5,000, 10,000 times a month, and it's all on performance rate. So it's like you spend money on ads, yeah. So let me tell you, yesterday, about 5-6 days, I had one of Drake's clippers staying in the villa. He's gone to America. He's coming back. Obviously, he's working. Like, we're getting to work. So I'm not sure if you lot saw obviously the party next door. Drake, they dropped their project, and then during that project there was something that went viral of a drone flying up in Drake's house, and then they clipped it. So they clipped. Their job was to make it go viral, and now it was based on performance, innit? If it gets, I don't know, if that gets a million views, you get paid $500. You get me? Usually, a lot of people will pay people $1 per 1,000 or 50 cents per 1,000 views. So what happens is you have obviously one of the main guys that was part of it. He's got a community with like 3,000 clippers. He introduces that to the community. Say, well, we've onboarded this client, and obviously they make TikTok, Instas, and whatever. You get me? And they clip. Anything to do old podcasts, whatever, they clip it. That's why you used to see Andrew Tate, and he ran that affiliation method where people will pay hundreds of thousands for ads, where you got people that will clip and just post and keep on posting and drive people into the community. That's why he's got so much people in the community. He's making a couple hundred, whatever he's making, 50 mil a month or something like that. So that's where he was crazy growing. Now that's on marketing now. What else did he do for marketing? He used to speak crazy. Some of the stuff that he used to speak just for clickbait and views, of course it was, because he had that method. Now, not a lot of people actually tap in and understand like them sort of things, like that he's a genius on that side of things. Do you know what I mean? But because he was becoming more powerful and so big, obviously they started pushing all these other allegations and narratives to silence him. Now obviously he's in America, and I'm sure that, you know, the power of Trump, whatever deals that they've got together and whatever, he's in America. Do you know what I mean? He's got to that level where he's rubbed shoulders, obviously, and whatever narrative that Trump is gonna do is that narrative. You get me? And that's just where it is now. But just made me just realize, like, sometimes when you what he done was, he's a marketing genius in the sense of that's what he built. Like he paved the way for clipping. Now I'm introducing clipping in the music space because obviously we built the softwares, the automations. We got, do you know what I mean? We can have 1,000 pages right now pushing a narrative, whatever narrative we want, whether it's all the narratives obviously is going to be flipping positive, but I might, people like negative, so I might push a negative narrative on me. People will feed into it, and then, but this is what happens. This is media, guys. This me kind of just breaking down and explaining, get me, the stuff that's happening, and obviously when my man comes back, obviously expect to see around 5,000 bits of content a month of me all around the world. You get me? And then we build. Obviously, this is why I was saying this year is all about focusing on your personal brand, scaling your business, and going from there. And when you understand that, and being in Dubai, obviously the amount of people that you meet is crazy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, but I just wanted to just kind of share my thoughts with Andrew Tate as where he is, you get me, and what he's doing and the backstory. Like, there's a lot of Andrew Tate fans on that, and he's got to be one of the best marketing geniuses that I've ever seen when it comes to what he done. And now everyone's following that. There's many people. You look at all the gamers. The gamers are doing it as we speak. Why do you think the gamers are big? They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then once you earn revenue, you make money, and you just keep on putting it back into clippers and that. You got to understand, there's people all around the world that clip, and they're not getting an honest living like the UK. Some of these people will do, I don't know, 1,000 bits of clipping and only get paid $100 and $200, and they're happy because that will feed their family for the month. Please understand that. Once you get hold of that community and then people, the game is over. Is the rest is history. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, man. I analyzed social media, and when it comes to the marketing side of what Andrew Tate done, amazing. Everyone's gonna have their obviously opinions. A lot of women as well that I do speak to, they don't like him, and then when I ask them why don't they like him, and I think it's just the stuff that he says. But I do believe that stuff that he says is clickbait. Like when you see, for example, the title that I'm gonna put here, it's gonna click for you to listen to what I've got to say. But yeah, man, that's just for me to. I'm just thinking out loud, man. But yeah, man, guys, like I said, man, please like, comment, subscribe. We're building personal brand, and I'm showing you the process, and 365 videos. You get me? A year. You're gonna get for this year. You're gonna get more than that, but yeah, man. But Ramadan Kareem, guys. And another thing, if you're a Muslim, if you're not a Muslim, and you have £1 a day or you have £30, please click the link below and donate, man. Let's make it count, man. Peace.